Hey everybody, hope you're having a wonderful day today. My name is GoldCode and welcome back to my channel. So this is where we left off on part 2 and we read Yuri's poem already. Now it's time to read Sayori's because she was really excited. So let's go. Blankly staring. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Cold Silver. Oh, okay, she was reading my poem already. Okay. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Yuri was right. She's definitely biased. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Hahaha. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. I haven't read Natsuki's. I haven't been with Natsuki yet. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Cold Silver poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Cold Silver. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure that you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that. Then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. I shall be the judge. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. It was really good until the end. Like the end. I want breakfast. Okay. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. It was still a good poem. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It wasn't. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay, I guess we'll go with Natsuki next. She's a little grumpy. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. I'm sorry, what? That's a little blunt. Yeah. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. My heart. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I'm trying to find like something that I like from this poem, but he's just making a bunch of statements and there's people can try, and that's like the deepest thing in this poem, but that's about it. People can try climbing, people can try leaping, racing, seek, run, but they, okay, I guess she's against humans. I don't know. I'm done. What's going on here? Okay. That was weird. Yeah. That was really weird. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. I don't like it. What? Just be honest. I am. I'm not. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Because I don't like it. Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. Just doesn't make sense. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Good point. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. It was easy to read, but it didn't hit me at all. I don't understand what you're trying to say. Maybe that's just me, but I don't get it. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. That makes sense. Yeah, I understand. I didn't. But the other thing about simple writing is that it puts me more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helped bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. Guess so. I'm sorry. That's what it means to be a pro. I won't go that far. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Monika's last. Can't wait to see her perfect handwriting. Hi, Coach Silver. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Coach Silver. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's the sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past to. Yeah, that's true. I had Monika in my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Sayori? Oh, yeah. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there's also there are some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being, even if you show it in different ways. It ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when you're reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? It could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? I would love to. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It wasn't too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. How do I go down? Okay. Where was I? Where am I? I wasn't looking in. Oh, I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue, no I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late, my retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright, it was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. I don't know how to describe this poem. Like, I don't know what she's trying to say. From what I understand, from what I could get this, she feels trapped. She feels like she wants to escape or wants to know where she is, but she has no idea of what to do. I don't know. Something like that. Okay, can I just like get out of this? This freaking lags. Alright, I'm gonna skip it once it's finally done and when I finally figure out what's going on. Oh, there it is. It didn't take too long. So what do you think? It's very freeform. It's what you... Is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it could be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you will never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. That's good. Yeah, that's really good advice. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So if you just move your hand and go with the flow, that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yay, we read all the poems. I think I liked Yuri's the most. It was very short, very sweet, and very simple, and I relate to it a lot. After that, it would definitely be Monica's. Monica's was really good, but I didn't really relate to it as much. Then it would definitely be, you know, Sayori, and then Natsuki. That's my personal opinion. Yuri was the best. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. Yuri. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, meanwhile Yuri smiles sadly. What's with the language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. That's just depressing. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Code Silver did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Code Silver liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. It was my favorite. It was definitely my favorite. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Code Silver appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Code Silver started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Code Silver? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. I don't care, girls, just stop. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have to happen in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. If that's the point you're trying to make, hers was a lot easier to understand. Yours was just like, what? Okay? So, hers is more effective. I'm sorry. Help me explain that to her, Code Silver. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings that most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Code Silver? I do. I really do. I understand that a lot. Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? Yeah, I would totally be awkward in this situation. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh, dude. Yuri all the way. Natsuki, you're right that I liked her poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding me? That's exactly what I did. It was her that, Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized, don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. I'm gonna regret this later, aren't I? I feel like I will. She's trapped and at this point being defined only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki? She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her face while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and I sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me right now. Not at all. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? I want to say that, but you handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanked to have you as part of this club now. Now? Interesting. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, huh? What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. The boob thing. It has to be the boob thing. I'm going to make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna end the video here because it's past 22 minutes and yeah, the end video ends here. Be sure to come back for part 4 of Doki Doki Literature Club later on tonight. See you guys next time.